Welcome, fellow ruggers, to the second episode of 6 in 6. I'm Eric, the armchair rugger. Today we are going to be talking about France, how they fared in the 2023 Six Nations, and then the World Cup was in France. So we'll see how all of that went down for them and how that's going to affect them entering the 2024 Six Nations. Let's go ahead and get started. Here's how they did in the 2023 Six Nations. So in the Six Nations, they ended up second overall, just behind Ireland, who won the Triple Crown. As far as stats go, they did finish first overall in tries with 21 tries. Then they finished second in the Six Nations with 20 points, which, again, that's impressive. So as you can see in the Six Nations, they did pretty well. I mean, Ireland they're on a completely different level. So they finished well, finished strong. I mean, just Ireland was better, but they did great so far in the Six Nations. Now let's take a look at how they fared in the 2023 World Cup in France. In the World Cup, they ended up finishing first in Pool A with a 4-0 record and 18 total points. But moving forward, they did end up losing to eventual champions South Africa in the quarterfinals, 29-28. Fantastic match. As far as stats go, as a team, they ended up second in the World Cup in points with 238, which is impressive because they didn't play as many matches as some of the others. And they were tied with Ireland, second with tries. They had 30, which, again, that's impressive with Ireland too. As far as points, TR, most conversions, 21, second in most points with 74, just behind Owen Farrell, who had 75 points. And then second again in tries, DP finished second with tries with 6, and he was first overall in all of the World Cup in clean breaks with 13 overall. Honestly, I thought that France was going to do a little bit better than they did in the World Cup. Looking at all those stats and everything, second was basically what they got in most of those categories, obviously, instead of where they finished. But they were overall pretty good. But moving into the 2024 Six Nations, the one thing that's going to be different is, according to Six Nations Rugby Pass, any major rugby site, show, anything, big hit that they're going to take in the 2024 Six Nations is they're going to be without DuPont. To me, honestly, I think that he's the best 9 in the world, if not the best player, one of top 5 player, but he's definitely, to me, the best 9. He's concentrating on doing the sevens, which is great for him. He wants to play for his country in the Olympics. That's going to take a big hit on the 2024 Six Nations for France. I still do think they're going to be a top tier team. Looking at the players that Ireland are, the players that retired, looking at those 2 players, I still think Ireland's probably the best nation, but France is definitely going to be pushing those limits. Well, everyone, that concludes episode 2 of 6 in 6. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on this video, and also come check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Would love all of your help, and it's appreciated. Thank you again for watching, and look forward to seeing you next week when we go over Ireland. And I'm actually just going to say, see you next year. So thanks everybody for watching. See you next week.